I declare this meeting of the Upshur County Commission in session. We'll have a moment of silent meditation and prayer followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning. Welcome.
Supposed to say Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Good morning. The County Commission of Upshur County, West Virginia held their regular meeting at the Courthouse Annex on Thursday, March 10, 2016 at 9 a.m. Terry Cartwright called the meeting to order. Present were Terry Cartwright, Commissioner, J.C. Rafferty, Commissioner, Troy Brady, Commissioner, Terry Wallace, County Administrator, Jeannie Zickus, Commission Assistant, and Jacqueline Binklacker, Secretary. The meeting began with a moment of silent meditation and prayer followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. All motions passed unanimously unless otherwise stated. After discussion on motion by Troy Brady, seconded by J.C. Rafferty, the Commission approved the regular meeting minutes of March 3, 2016 as submitted. After discussion on motion by J.C. Rafferty, seconded by Troy Brady, the Commission approved and authorized the President to sign the aerial photography and orthophotography services and license agreement between the Upshur County Commission and Blue Mountains Incorporated in the amount of $15,975 per contract year. Per West Virginia Code 11-8-26, the Commission reserves the right to terminate the agreement within 30 days of delaying the levy for the aforementioned fiscal years if funds are not appropriated for the project. The Commission discussed adding change detection services, which would benefit addressing and mapping, building permit and floodplain management, as well as the assessor. Change detection services may be added at a later date under a separate agreement pending budgetary review. Robert Hinton, Upshur County Development Authority Executive Director, appeared before the Commission and provided information and data concerning the accessibility of broadband services throughout Upshur County and discussed a collaborative proposal for the purpose of expanding broadband infrastructure in the unserved areas of 5 counties, which include Barber, Lewis, Randolph, Tucker, and Upshur. Mr. Hinton reported that West Virginia ranks 50th in the nation and the U.S. ranks 12th in the world for broadband access. Mr. Hinton requested the nation and requested the Commission to sign a resolution of support, which will be included with a grant application to the United States Department of Agriculture, Rural Utility Services, Community Connect. After discussion on motion by J.C. Rafferty, seconded by Troy Brady, the Commission approved and authorized the signing of the resolution of support. Mr. Hinton estimated that the grant would benefit 15,000 or more homes throughout the area if approved. Dr. Joseph Reed, Upshur County health official and member of the Upshur County Tobacco Prevention Coalition, appeared before the Commission and provided information and data concerning the effects of tobacco usage and smoking on Upshur County, West Virginia citizens. Jenny Dixon, TPC member, read the Kick's Butt Day proclamation, which designates March 16, 2016 as Kick Butt Day in Upshur County, and, quote, encourages residents of Upshur County to assist in creating a smoke-free environment, unquote. After discussion on motion by Troy Brady, seconded by J.C. Rafferty, the Commission approved and authorized the signing of the proclamation. Terry Wallace provided a review of the Emergitech upgrade quote in the amount of $88,850 for the E911 Communications Center. The upgrade of hardware and software is necessary for the implementation of a new fund system and next generation equipment. The quote includes installation and 1-year tech support. Future year expenditures are expected to be $12,000 annually for tech support in addition to the current amount. After discussion on motion by J.C. Rafferty, seconded by Troy Brady, the commission approved the expenditure. Kerry Wallace advised that the upgrade will come from the 911 funds, which are sufficient to pay for the upgrade. After discussion on motion by J.C. Rafferty, seconded by Troy Brady, the commission approved Berlin Hunter Sheets 3 as volunteer for the Lewis Upshur Animal Control Facility. After discussion on motion by Troy Brady, seconded by J.C. Rafferty, the commission approved the employment of Michael Edwin Dean as part-time temporary seasonal groundskeeper, effective March 20, 2016 through September or October, depending on the weather, at the rate of $9 per hour for up to 29.5 hours per week. Robert Grandusky, Elmore resident from Randolph County, appeared before the commission to discuss Elmore area first responder dispatch procedures and request the Upshur County Commission to work with the Randolph County Commission to implement a mutual aid agreement to provide emergency medical services to Elmore residents. Mr. Grandusky appeared before the Upshur County Commission on October 8, 2015, and has also appeared before the Randolph County Commission with this request. A 2014 mutual aid agreement between the Upshur County, Elmore, and Randolph County Colton Fire Departments addresses only structure and/or brush fires and motor vehicle accidents, and not residential health or accident circumstances. The Elmore community's closest emergency services is Elmore Fire Department, which is only 1 mile away, versus Colton Fire Department, which is 9 or 10 miles. However, approximately 63 households are in Randolph County, so they have to wait for critical services when minutes are crucial. In spite of his efforts, Mr. Grandusky has not been able to secure satisfactory results for his request and is once again requesting the commission to take action. Terry Cutright asked Mr. Grandusky if he would be able to stay and continue with his presentation after the scheduled 10 o'clock a.m. bid openings for lawn care services. At 10 a.m., Kerry Wallace opened and reviewed bids for groundkeeper contract for various commission-owned properties located within Upshur County. Ms. Wallace advised that 5 parties attended the pre-bid meeting and 4 bids have been received as follows. Philip Stanton, DBA, Stanton Mowing Services for $14,235. Daniel Hannafin for $28,320. Happy Grass Lawn Care for $23,025. Sam's Lawn and Garden for $18,540. After discussion on motion by Terry Cutright, seconded by J.C. Rafferty, the commission approved the bid from Stanton Mowing Services in the amount of $14,235. Kerry Wallace will follow up with notification document preparation. Mr. Grandusky continued with his presentation. Commissioners agreed that the solution may not be complicated but lies in the hands of the Randolph County Commission and Colton Fire Department. After discussion on motion by J.C. Rafferty, second by Troy Brady, the commission agreed to send correspondence to Randolph County Commission and the Colton Fire Department expressing their support for an amendment to the current MAA between Elmore Fire Department and Colton Fire Department, allowing both departments to respond concurrently during a life-threatening emergency. Jim Farrell, Office of Emergency Management Director, appeared before the commission to inform them of a request for his approval of Upshur Property Incorporated's Emergency Operations Plan. Mr. Farrell expressed his concerns with the proposal as written. After discussion, Kerry Wallace suggested that a meeting with Upshur Properties Incorporated OEM, City of Buchanan, and County Administration be held prior to his approval of the plan. Terry Cutright reviewed the following for your information items. Number 1, West Virginia State Tax Department notice of determination of average wholesale price of motor fuel and determination of the gasoline gallon equivalent for alternative fuel. 2, Upshur County building permits, February 2016. 3, dog report, February 2016. 4, Upshur County Health Department newsletter, March 2016. 5, announcement of roundtable discussion on major health challenges facing Upshur County to be held at WVWC on March 14, 2016. 6, announcement of bingo to benefit relay for live teams, Wenlings Warriors, March 13, 2016. 7, agendas and notice of meetings as listed. 8, meeting minutes as listed. 9, meetings as listed. 10, budget hearings scheduled as listed. 11, appointments needed or upcoming as listed. The Commission approved all invoices for payment. The Commission approved all vacation orders. The Commission approved the following settlements as listed. The Commission approved the following exonerations and or refunds as listed. And the Commission approved the following requests for town meeting as listed. With no further business, on motion by Troy Grady, seconded by J.C. Rafferty, the Commission adjourned at 12:30 p.m.
Jackie, on page 3, the letter that we requested to be sent was to Randolph County Commission, Colton Fire Chief, and the Alamo Fire Chief. We sent 3 letters, didn't we, Carrie?
It was actually a letter to it will be a letter to the Elmore Volunteer Fire Department Chief, and it'll CC the Randolph County Commission and the Colton Volunteer Fire Department Chief.
Okay.
So you might add the Alamo Fire Department.
Commenting on that, we've already made arrangements to meet with a representative of the Upshur County Commission, as well as Chief, along with people from our office, probably next week sometime. That's not on.
Right.
This is today.
I got that.
Okay, you've heard reading the minutes and corrections. Are there any further corrections?
And I'll move that we approve the minutes.
I second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, so ordered. We have a meeting at 3 p.m. with Jordan Garland and Carol Stevens and Joe Sinclair of WYK Associates, interview for CFIA dome, roof, and chimney repair. At 4 p.m. we have a meeting with Philip A. Warnock, Chapman Technical Group. That's on the same issue. Yeah, okay. Items for discussion, action, or approval. Number 1, approval of poll workers, alternates, and emergency ballot commissioners for the May 10th, 2016 primary election. Do I have a motion to approve?
I make that motion.
I second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, so ordered. 2, approval of Lewis Upshur Animal Control Facility volunteers April L. Long and Maria Saraquin.
That sounds good.
Okay. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Motion carries. 3, approval and adoption of the substance abuse and testing policy of the Upshur County E911 Communication Center. Do I have a motion to approve?
Mr. Cartwright,
Yeah,
before you approve that, I would like you to actually consider tabling it until next week or possibly a couple weeks. Sergeant Anderson with the West Virginia State Police Attachment in Elkins was scheduled to provide this training to to supervisors for the signs and symptoms of alcohol misuse and drug abuse. However, that training had to be canceled because of an emergency in Randolph County. We're working on rescheduling a date for the necessary training set forth in the policy.
Is Do I have a motion to table?
So,
Second. Line item is tabled. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Ayes have it, motion carries. Okay, let's go down for your information. One, Upshur County E91 Communication Reports, February 2016. Two, Upshur County Mileage Reports, February 2016. Three, correspondence from Roy Wagers, Superintendent of the Upshur County Board of Education, announcing the appointment of Dr. Greenbrier Allman to fill the position of the Upshur County Parks and Recreation Commission Advisory Board, left vacant by the resignation of Carl R. Martin from the Board of Education. Two-year term will end June 30th, 2017. We need to approve that, Carrie?
No, it's the Board of Education's
Okay.
appointment.
Four, correspondence from Kelly Workman, Manager Project Development, West Virginia Development Office, informing the Commission that they are unable to accommodate their request for the 2015 Small Cities Block Grant from 2015 allocation. This grant application was for the Elkins Road Phase 3 Water System Improvement Project. That's kind of disappointing.
I'm sure that the Elkins PSD will will apply for this year's funding for FY16.
Well, good. Five, Lewis Upshur Animal Control Adoption Financial Transactions, February 2016. Six, agendas or meetings or notices of meetings. Seven, meeting minutes. 8, meetings. 9, budget hearing schedule. 10, appointments needed or upcoming. Next regular meeting of the Upshur County Commission, March 24, 2016, 9 a.m., Upshur County Courthouse Annex.
Would you like to know, Brian,
yes. Did you get anything you wanted? They got another picture. They'd like for you to put the paper on.
well, it's up to you.
This is a check from Earl Ray Thomas on the Tomlin on the scanning and is it digitizing or?
Scanning and digitizing of Chancery law files in the circuit clerk's office.
Yeah. This is what, the second or third year?
The fifth.
Fifth year he's gotten this? Okay. We really appreciate it. We still can't get rid of the records as of yet. But it'll make it a lot easier for them to look up on the computer. We appreciate that. Thank you.